This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Commodores headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wildcats offense will have the football first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. That's caught. It's Anderson. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down. Last completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Hauls it in. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So Vanderbilt's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And, man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
Short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to get it through the air. Zings it complete to the right. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great play by the linebackers. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Now the play fake. Got it. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Young. Maybe a crease. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Commodores will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the red zone, it's Alexander. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander. And he's in. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. As we get a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Baxter. Could not make his way to the corner.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
And the third down pass is incomplete. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he muffs it, a loose football. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate that they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
The Commodores decide to punt it away. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll run play action. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Wildcats. A great catch and run for 6.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. Caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Alexander. Picks up the first down. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Now facing a 3rd and long. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And a lot of times on these play sheets, the offensive coordinators, man, they go, who do I want to get the ball to? How can I get him the ball? And sometimes when the space cramps down here in the red zone, how do you feature your guy? Nice job. Getting a little touch pass, getting him on the edge.
Grabs it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
On 3rd down, here's Baxter. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wildcats!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Alexander. Here's a little room there. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout taken by Kentucky. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab over the middle. Drag down, and they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver. They're working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
He's looking to pass. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the number 13 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Badgers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Kroger Field. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Guys, I did catch up with the Vanderbilt head coach at halftime. Their quarterback has to be better. The turnovers in the first half are the story of the game. The quarterback is struggling, and they believe that he can get it together and be more protective, protect the ball, and not put his wide receivers in jeopardy. They did run the ball well in the first half. We'll see if they rely more on the ground game so the quarterback can gain his composure. Guys?
Thanks, Holly.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
And that's disappointing for this offense. I mean, you talked about it at halftime. Like, we got to come out, start fast. We're trailing. Got to put some...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's the third interception of the night. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. This offense has it with really good field position.
Here we go, ready. One, go.
On the ground with the counter. Finds some fresh air. Going the other way, and he's got room. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There's a crease. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Baxter. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pocket breaking down. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Touchdown, Kentucky! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Commodores come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Sherrill. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. That gives him 54 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Finds his man. It's Thomas. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Under fire. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it.
Touchdown, Commodores! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Looking to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. And the punt will be marked dead just inside the 45-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
And the Commodores in the hurry up.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Vandy.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Got his man out of the backfield. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets a block. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in from the Vanderbilt sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Making side adjustments here. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Adams. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. And the timing just a hair off.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing, man. Keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this squad.
Finds us back in the middle. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. And he's in! Touchdown, Commodores!
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something.
The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Still on his feet at the 40. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. The keeper on the option. Runs for the tackle. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stings. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.